Have you ever had a moment where you're staring at your life and you know that you need a change? You know that you just cannot stay where you are anymore. And you feel it in your gut. It is time to move. But then all of a sudden, fear just creeps in and grips on your next step. Well, that's what this episode is about. So if you ever felt like life is pressing in from every side and all of a sudden deep down, you feel like this big pull, just like a whisper that says, you are made for more. Meanwhile, deadlines stack, relationships feel fragile, bills pile up, and the kids are melting down, and your body just feels tired. And maybe when you look at your job, it just stopped fueling you in a long time. Yet, through all that noise, you still feel it, don't you? You still feel that nudge to rise. Yeah, I know that feeling too, because I'm in it right now. Doing all the stuff that I'm going through, being a parent, working, entrepreneur, the whole 9 yards. I am with you. I understand you in this particular moment. In that dark place where you ought to make that next step, but you don't know what to do. If you feel like this, I'm Gio. Let's dive into this topic today in the first episode of A Trailblazer's Journal, episode 1. This is your sign to begin, no matter what you're facing. Let's go. As I was thinking about this episode, I was debating between two titles. Another one was Step into the Unknown, how to start even when you're scared. Right now, I'm launching this YouTube channel, building a brand to uplift leaders, truth seekers, and people that rise and grind just like you. I'm building a business, providing for my family, working a full-time job, and wrestling with the pressure to play it safe versus the call to chase something greater. So why am I telling you all of this? Because I'm convinced that somewhere inside of you, there's a spark that won't quit, just like mine. And that's exactly what gave birth to A Trailblazer's Journal. This isn't just a podcast. It's a movement. It's for the dreamers, the fighters, the ones who've been knocked down but refuse to stay down. Whether you're navigating through schools, relationship, marriage, parenthood, bad finances, sickness, meetings, or just tough careers, and still believe that there's a truth path to victory, this is for you. Right now, I'm standing at my own crossroads. I don't know where you are, but I'll tell you where I am. I'm standing at a big crossroads. I'm really feeling the weight of uncertainty in my gut, maybe just like you. As I was talking, I was just in a business trip with my colleague, and one of the things he mentioned is he's not from the States. And as we engage into the possibility of something new, one example he brought was, hey, I had to leave my country to move to finally where I'm at. Let's just step back and break it down for a little bit and imagine what he went through. It's tough to uproot your family, who you are, right? Your identity, and move from one place to the other. You don't know how that place is going to end up with. Yeah, you probably moved because of business, because of job opportunities, but you don't know how it's going to end up. And yet you're leaving your roots, you're leaving your family, you're leaving your friends to see how it goes. That could be you. Maybe your crossroads is a relationship where you're debating whether or not to move forward with that person, or if that person is the right choice for you. It could be a friend, it could be a spouse, it could be a partner, right? That could be your crossroads. Maybe your crossroads is you're debating, hey, I got 2 or 3 different good job opportunities. Which one should I choose? I need to make the right choice. Or maybe your crossroads is just like mine, where I have a 9-to-5, I have a family, but yet I have a dream, I have a calling that is burning in my gut, burning inside of me, telling me you ought to move forward. As I wrestle with all of this, I turn to a powerful moment in Joshua's life. If you don't know who Joshua is, don't worry, I'll get to it in a sec. I'll give you that background, but hear me out. I'll tell you thus far. He was a person who didn't ask to be a leader. He didn't ask for his calling. He didn't ask for any of it all. His mentor was completely gone. And yet there was a huge wilderness, huge past behind him. And he had to lead in a war in front of him. All eyes of an entire people was on him. So let's picture that for a moment. And if you're engaging with me, Keep on watching this, because we're going to go into the weeds right now, because that's going to meet you where you are in this particular moment, especially if you're stepping into the unknown. Now, imagine this. It's 1450 BC, so a long time ago. You're probably in, I'm a history buff guy, so I got to go into it. So you're probably into Egypt, 18th dynasty. This is the Exodus generation who has just wandered for 40 years through blistering deserts. Moses was the miracle worker, the mountain mover, and he's now dead. And Joshua, once a fearless spy, is now handed the reins of an entire nation. Now picture him now. Picture yourself into this. This is just retrospect. Just follow me. Just go with me. Picture him now. Picture yourself in those shoes. Standing on the muddy bank of the Jordan River, your heart is pounding. And then behind him, every trial in the wilderness. In the past, these same people have been rioting. They've suffered an attack of serpents. They received manna, but yet they were still hungry, with hungry crowds to deal with. And the man who led them through all this venture, all this journey, is now completely gone. He was confronted with a land bursting with promise, but guarded by stronger enemies, by stronger armies, and walls that just looked insurmountable. Joshua has fought skirmishes before, but he never had led a nation. He never led a conquest where the odds felt like near zero. You can almost see him there, running a hand over his dusty cloak, listening for the drumbeat of the unknown. Are you listening to it right now? Do you hear the drums of your unknown, of your decision, of your crossroads? Because in the middle of it all, there was pressure. And in the middle of all that pressure, God's words cut through his fear. Continue with me. Continue with me. Just follow through. Be strong and courageous. Don't be afraid, for I am with you wherever you go. Joshua 1:9. I know you're probably laughing because you've probably seen my previous video where I talked about my almost quit moment. And by the way, if you haven't seen it, it's probably going to be in a link right over here. So go check it out. And I also have it with Spanish subtitles. So if you have not seen it and you're more into the Spanish speaking, totally fine. We're bilingual here. So you probably want to check it out in this other link. Now, the reason why I'm saying that you're probably laughing is because, as I mentioned in that video, this is the foundation of Trailblazer Unbound. This is the foundation of a Trailblazer's journal, and this is a foundation for you. What a better way to start finding you in your own situation where you are right now than starting with, be strong and courageous, don't be afraid, for I am with you wherever you go. Joshua 1:9. That whisper doesn't erase the doubt. It transforms it. You see, that's Joshua's turning point. And that's ours too. When you're staring down your own Jordan River, that may look like an ocean of troubles, starting a new career, fighting to save your marriage, pushing yourself in the gym, preparing for that race, or driving home from that tough boardroom decision, that same promise can echo in your ear. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid, for I am with you wherever you go. This isn't ancient history. It's the story of every trailblazer who faced the impossible, taking the first trembling step, and found victory on the other side. But how do I actually walk that out when the fear is real and that future is so foggy? I cannot see past my hands. I cannot see past that curve, past that decision, past that uncertainty. Continue with me, because now we're going to get into the meaning of it all. Let's go. As I studied Joshua's story, I saw my own reflection. I don't know about y'all, but I did see my own reflection. He didn't just believe, but he moved. And what I discovered is a simple pattern that you can follow too. You know why? Because it starts with the word rise. R-I-S-E. Yes, rise. Not the food, but let's get up. Rise. So let's start with R. Rely on wise counsel. In the book of Proverbs, chapter 15, verse 22, it says, plans fail for lack of counsel, but with many advisors, they succeed. When Moses died, Joshua leaned on the elders and on the priests around him. Let's look into this a little bit further. He refused to go out alone. But what does that mean? Let's look into your situation. Before you pitch that big project at work or make a major life decision, reach out to a mentor or a trusted friend. Their perspective can reveal blind spots that you have never thought about. And after you go through that process, it can boost your confidence. Just like a coach helping an athlete fine-tune every play, right? You don't have to have all the answers. Find someone who walk that path before you. I know this. In my career, one of the biggest things that I've been advised to do and that I've always been trying to follow is you always seek one or two or maybe 3, 4, 5 mentors from different levels, different perspectives. You know why? Because they've gone through that path before you. And their perspective, helping you have the right words in the slides, helping you have the right pictures in that post that you're going to put in for your podcast, helping you with the next decision on your business, or maybe it's your parents. Like in my life, my mom, usually I had a very good relationship with her. And whenever I was going to meet this young chick or something like that, I always brought it up to her. And we sat down, we analyzed the situation. And she gave me sometimes perspectives and advice that I wanted to hear. Sometimes it wasn't. But you know what? All those inputs help you analyze the situation because you know that it's rooted on experience. Wise counsel. So let's go to the next one. The next stop is I. Incremental wins. We already did the R, right? The R was rely on wise counsel. Let's go to the next one. Hey, real quick. Every week we will aim to bring you raw, real reflections grounded on real timeless truth. Reflections designed to speak directly to your struggles and spark your courage. If that resonates, let's build this community together. Your support really helps us to deliver excellence in every episode, every content, and resources to really empower you through every season of life. We've got big ideas. Trust me what I'm telling you. I want to take this bigger. I want to take this future moving forward with a very bold vision. So come and walk this trail with us and help us shape the future. Let's go get it. Incremental wins. And incremental wins, here's a thought from one of my favorite authors, J.R.R. Tolkien. You guys probably know him because he was the one who wrote The Lord of the Rings. And there's a quote here that he said, little by little, one travels far. And if we go back to the example with Joshua, Joshua didn't ask the entire nation to charge forward at once. He sent the priests, then the ark, and then the tribes, then the people, step by step, turn by turn, until they completely crossed. If you're building a brand, treat it like a daily journey. Today, write a single paragraph of your business plan. Tomorrow, send one client email. The next day, sketch a logo idea. Pace yourself. Celebrate each tiny triumph. Over time, those micro victories, they just add up to unstoppable momentum. Like if you're adding grains of sand to fill a jar, eventually you're going to fill it. And therefore, you're going to use that momentum for something bigger. So let's breathe that in. And now let's shift gears and let's go into S. Savor your blessings. R, rely on wise counsel. I, incremental wins. S, savor your blessings. Let's go at it. Come on. As we look into savor your blessings in order to succeed and be able to give you the confidence to take that next step, even if it's unknown, right? Well, I found this Japanese proverb and it says like this: fall 7 times, stand up 8. Actually, it's funny because in the Bible, there's another verse that says 7 times the just falls and 7 times God lifts him up. Something similar, not 100% word by word, but you kind of get the flavor. At the end of the day, going back to Joshua's conquest and his decision-making and his situation, Joshua faced desert rebellions and serpent bites, yet he continued to press on. Resilience grows when we honor both our wins and our stumbles. This is fire, so I'm going to repeat this again. Resilience grows when we honor both our wins and our stumbles. So let's bring that home. because this is a great practice that we try to do here at home. And I know it could be transformative with just small steps. So hear me out. Here, my family and I keep a blessing jar. We keep it in the kitchen counter. Sometimes we move it around the house to my son's room, or we keep it in the office. And every evening or every week, you could do it at your own cadence. We all sit down together, my son, my wife, and I, and we each write down a gift or a lesson God gave us, big or small. And then we just drop it in the jar. Later, the idea is that at the end of the year, we will go back, open the jar up, and read all those notes where we can then remember how far we've come. And the reason why I say this is because sometimes we look at, oh, things are just not going my way, or I'm just living a normal life. I don't experience blessings in my life. Well, check this out. Some of the stuff that we write in here is, if I went to a business trip and came back fine, hey, daddy came back fine. If my son had a great day at school and he behaved and he did his work, that's a blessing. If we woke up and opened our eyes, that's a blessing. If we had food, not everybody has food, guys. I've gone through hard times. I know what it is. And it's a blessing to have food on your table. So let's not undermine those little things, because every little miracle in your life and every little blessing is going to boost that confidence in your life. And all that gratitude is going to fuel your grit for that next challenge, because you can't fight on an empty tank. Before we wrap, this final one flips fear into a bold action. So let's finish strong with E. Embrace courageous presence. Let's go. All right, so let's recap a bit, because we're right now on the letter E, the last one of the acronym R.I.S E, which identifies the 4 easy steps, the 4 easy actions that you can follow today to help you make the wise decision that you need when stepping into that next unknown. When you're in a crossroads, you don't know what to choose. Getting into that next unknown, you follow these 4 easy actions. R, relying on wise counsel. I, incremental wins. S, savor your blessings. And now E, embrace courageous presence. And what a better way than to go back to the first verse that we just read. Don't be afraid, for I am with you wherever you go. Joshua 1:9. I'm going to repeat it again because this is fire, fire, fire. This is blazing. Don't be afraid, for I am with you wherever you go. That promise transformed Joshua's doubt into bold action. So before you have a tough meeting, a big product launch, or a personal challenge, next year, for instance, I'm trying to do, me and my buddy, I don't know why, he convinced me to do a Spartan race. We're doing the 10K because I don't run, guys. My buddy, he does marathons. He's a true trailblazer when it comes to running and being active. And this is one thing that I actually have to put in my mind to prepare mentally for that training. So don't look at this just for business, entrepreneurship, or relationship. This is part of a healthy living, right? Being trailblazers and not just overcoming your daily issues at work, relationship, etc., but it's also maintaining a healthy lifestyle, because that is a big challenge and we can do it. You can do it. You're probably thinking about training for that next race or just going through your next session, your next sets. That's fine. I hope this word uplifts you to help you overcome that and achieve your goals. So look at this a bit broadly, because what we're trying to go through here, all these tips, all these toolkits that we're trying to provide is going to help you in each step of your life. Going back to Joshua, what did Joshua say aloud? I will not be afraid, for I am not alone. Whenever you're about to go into something big, to that next challenge, into that product launch, into that new relationship, into that decision for that new job, into your next doctor's appointment, getting ready for probably a test that you need to take or a new treatment that you need to take. Think about it this way. Just pause and say Joshua 1:9. Just say it aloud. I will not be afraid, for I am not alone. Neuroscience proves that speaking a supportive mantra like this calms your fear center in the brain and flips your entire mindset from can I to I will. That simple reminder just rewires your thoughts and arms you for that next battle ahead. You might feel tired. Yeah, you might feel worn down. Burnout is real. It might feel like you've been circling the same mountain for years, but today, this moment, you don't have to wander anymore. You have a word, you have a way, and you're now walking alone. God didn't say it would be easy. He said he'd be with us. He's going to be with you. So whatever you're facing right now, launching something new, working hard to lift your family as a single parent, trying to hold a marriage together, you're studying, you're rebuilding your life from scratch, coming out of addictions, coming out of very bad moments in your life. Take that step. Now you've got R.I.S.E and an eternal promise to guide you. Because when you move forward in faith, you don't go at it alone. There's power in your purpose. There's victory on the other side of the unknown. A new chapter dawns. Let me say this again. As the echoes of courage fade, a new chapter dawns. Fresh, uncharted, alive with possibility. R.I.S.E awaits. If this resonates with you, come on. Be ready to step into the unknown every time you suit up. All right, let's bring this to closure. Let's land this plane, because this is what a Trailblazer's journal is all about. It's about bold faith in uncertain terrain. We're stepping into the unknown together. And don't miss our next episode. Your past does not cancel your purpose. And sometimes the biggest breakthroughs come from the places you least expect. Next episode is going to hit different. Don't miss it. God bless you. And remember to walk unshaken. Don't wait for the way to be cleared. Step and the trail will appear. So I'll see you there. Bless y'all. Peace. Hey, if this video has resonated and impacted you, don't just scroll past it. Hit subscribe and share this one with one person who needs it today. As this channel grows with your support, I promise you this: bigger conversations, heavier truth, higher quality episodes, and guests that will truly pour into you. Also, jump on the list in our website at trailblazeronbound.com so I can send you newsletters, updates, and quick messages to keep you walking unshaken throughout the entire week. Follow us on all the socials at Trailblazer Unbound so you don't miss everything we're dropping across YouTube, IG, Facebook, TikTok, X, and a lot more. Even LinkedIn with career growth tips so that you can apply them to move forward in your career. And if you're driving in the gym or on the grind, listen to a Trailblazer's Journal on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube Music so this can ride with you on the go. Before you click away, hit the video and the toolkit playlist popping up on the screen for real short practical tools that will keep you equipped throughout your entire day. And if you don't mind, after you watch it, hit down below and comment how this video impacted you today. So comment unshaken and name one thing you are overcoming this week. I'm hopeful this video is a blessing for you and somebody else you know as you share it forward. So please help me out with the algorithm, as comments also help us boost this entire channel forward. All right, let's go, Trailblazer. Let's remove all those binds off of you and get you moving in the right track. Thank you and God bless. Gio out. Peace.